Welcome to the Dib Dashboard tutorial. My name is Talon, I'm a team member here with Dib, and today I'm going to show you how the features at dib.com can help your business continue to grow online. Now let's jump right in. The first thing you'll see is that Dib is now monitoring things like your website's speed, security, core vitals, and email deliverability. In the background, we're also monitoring many more data points, such as your keyword rankings and competitors, but don't worry, we'll just notify you if anything major needs attention. Let's start with a few of the big things that we constantly monitor. First, we regularly check that you have an SSL certificate and that this is correctly activated and installed. Your website needs an SSL certificate if you're asking for any personal information. Search engines and browsers are also cracking down on perceived non-secure websites by penalizing them in the rankings, and they'll usually show your visitors a warning message before they arrive if you don't have this properly installed. Next, we test your website's mobile speed. More than half of all the website traffic comes from mobile phones, so this is very important that your website loads quickly on these devices. We review your website speed daily and will alert you if we find any issues. Do you ever wonder why a website ranks number 1 on Google? Website or domain authority has a lot to do with it. Website authority ranges from 0 to 100, with 100 being the most authoritative. Websites like Amazon, Facebook, and Wikipedia are going to be at the very high end, while small local websites tend to be in the teens and 20s. If you want to rank high in Google for keywords, you need to have some website authority. It comes from multiple factors, but primarily from other authoritative sites linking back to yours. This is basically a vote of confidence from those high authority sites. By the way, if you're a pro member, don't forget to claim your free highly authoritative backlink from dib.com via our featured member page. This will definitely help increase your website authority. Now let's talk about keywords. Dib.com will show you the total number of keywords ranking within the top 100 of Google. Click on the My Keywords tab to see your exact keywords and your ranking position in Google, as well as an estimate of how much traffic they send to your website. This tool can also be adjusted to any country in the world, and your keywords will appear in their local language as they rank in Google locally. You can also see what keywords your competitors are ranking for, but we'll take a look at that later. Moving down to email deliverability, no business wants their emails to go into spam folders. We regularly scan over 50 blacklists to make sure your emails are getting delivered into inboxes where people can actually open them. It usually only takes a small percentage of bogus email addresses in your member list, or 1 to 2 people out of 1,000 to mark your email as spam before we start to see email deliverability issues. Don't worry, we'll monitor this for you and alert you if there are any issues. Let's move on to a few of the other widgets on your main dashboard. Note that if you haven't already synced your Google Analytics, most of these will be blank. Once you sync your Google Analytics data channel to Dib, it will only take 30 to 60 seconds for these to be filled with real scores and data from that data channel. First, your daily health score tells you how your website performed against our projections and similar websites. If you're close to 100%, your website is performing well. A score of over 100% means that you beat our projections. Dib looks at your major analytic metrics and adjusts for things like day of the week when building you a daily health score. Next, let's take a look at the website ranks. Your website ranks are based on how your website compares to other websites, as well as their own historical performance. Your letter grades for traffic, social media, mobile traffic, and user experience are updated regularly and are based on multiple metrics and data points, including long-term and short-term trends. Now let's take a look at the Core Vitals widget. As of June 2021, your website's core vitals will now be taken into consideration by Google's search algorithm and can positively or negatively impact your keyword rankings. As such, we monitor all 6 main core vitals tests for you. In general, these scores represent how fast your website loads and how quickly and efficiently a visitor can interact with your website. Now let's jump over to how Dib finds you new growth opportunities. You'll notice that your dashboard contains objectives as well as alerts. Keep in mind that Dib uses a lot more processing and data for pro members, so you'll notice a lot more suggestions as a pro member. Objectives can range from simple things like if your bounce rate has gone up recently, to much more complex aspects of growth. For example, Dib can tell you when a competitor's ranking has increased after they make changes to an internal page. Perhaps they added more content to a blog post and subsequently their ranking increased. We will notify you of this so that you can consider doing something similar. Other objectives may tell you to localize specific pages of your content, or even just to add content if your rankings are too focused on one page. About 90% of the objectives in Dib can be completed without any programming skills. They also contain simple step-by-step instructions that can be completed by just about anyone. If you're a pro member and you get stuck, don't forget you can always email one of our human growth experts for assistance. Every Dib account also includes Rank Guard, a new feature we implemented to the dashboards. This is an extremely powerful feature that can help you surpass your competitors for keyword rankings. For pro members, we constantly scan your keyword rankings in Google and look for opportunities where your website already deserves to rank higher. For instance, if you're a dentist in London that ranks number 8 for the keyword London dentist, but we believe you can rank up to at least number 3, Dib will alert you and then give you an in-depth suggestion on what you can do to immediately improve your ranking. This feature is always running in the background for pro members, and we will alert you when we find a new ranking opportunity. Now let's move on to some of the other powerful tools you'll find inside of Dib. First, we'll look at the My Keywords section. Here you can see all of the keywords your website currently ranks for, as well as the monthly volume of searches for that keyword in Google. This is very useful for keeping track of your SEO progress and for identifying areas that you might need more work. For instance, if you notice that you rank number 8 for an important keyword to your business, you might want to go in and look at the websites that rank above you. Do they have more relevant content? Is it more localized? Take a look at what higher ranking websites are doing and see if you can't move up the rankings. Our system will automatically give you suggestions and track ranking changes, but you can also be proactive and just dive in at any time. Next, we have the Dib Keyword Explorer. This is a very powerful SEO tool that allows you to find valuable new keywords to rank for in Google. To use this tool, simply type in a keyword that you'd like to rank for in Google. If you can't think of any keywords that are important to your business, skip over to the My Competitors tab and see what keywords they're ranking for. Next, enter the keyword. For instance, let's say you sell red velvet cake. After putting this into the Keyword Explorer, you'll see that there are over 1,426 similar keywords. One of them is red velvet cake recipes. Since so many people search for this term every month, you would want to write a high-quality article or blog post about red velvet cake recipes. Now there are only 1,425 more related keywords. Just remember, the more quality content you add to your website, the more traffic you are going to get. So start exploring new keyword ideas with Dib. The My Backlinks tab will also show you all of the backlinks pointing to your website. These are what give your website its authority and give it the ability to rank highly in Google. As you get more quality backlinks from other websites, they will show up here, and over time your website authority will increase. We also scan for potentially spammy or suspicious backlinks that can make Google lose trust in your website. This can also negatively affect your domain authority score. We'll notify you if we find any and tell you how to disavow them. The My Competitors tab is a great way to see how your competitors are doing and what they're doing. Definitely take advantage of this feature and add in some of your direct competitors. It works best if you think about who your real competitors are. For instance, if you repair lawnmowers in Detroit, you should go over to Google and type in Lawnmower Repair Detroit. Skip the big national companies like Home Depot and Yellow Pages and try putting in a local competitor, HaggsMower.com. You'll now be able to instantly see what keywords they rank for and get ideas of keywords you might have forgotten to write content about. But you'll also be able to see all of the backlinks that make their website rank highly. Look at each backlink carefully and ask yourself if you think you could get them to link back to your website. For instance, let's say one of these was a local library that had a page on their website of local businesses. Send that webmaster an email and ask them if they can add your business to the same page. Bingo! Your website authority and rankings are going to go up. Keep doing this when you have some free time, and you'll notice your website authority consistently increasing, and more importantly, your traffic and rankings going up as well. A few other things worth mentioning. You can always click on the Services link if you don't have the time to do something or just want to focus on your business and let someone else focus on getting you more traffic. Dib's team of professional growth experts are always available to write content, do search engine optimization, or even build backlinks for you at an affordable and wholesale price. We don't have any sales staff or commissions here at Dib, so all the money you spend goes directly into getting you the most results for your money. If you're unsure where to start, you can always reach out to our support staff or one of our growth specialists. and they'll be happy to give you some good advice. Now, there are a few other things to explore inside the Dib dashboard, but I think we've covered most of the big features. Dib is really pretty easy to use, and once you get started, remember, the Dib growth experts are here to help you if you get stuck. And that concludes our dashboard tutorial. For our Pro members, all of these features are currently available to you. If you're still one of our free members, consider a free 3-day trial or upgrade today to fully unlock your dashboard.